Hello and welcome to another video from me, Rough Swordsman Wargamer. It's another in the series of Not a Wargame Wednesday, and it's an Open the Box. And it's an unboxing of an expansion for a game that's already featured in this series, Shadows of Brimstone. And this is Frontier Town. And this expansion opens up a whole new world of encounters that you can have in between your missions. So once again, designed by Jason Hill and published by Flying Frog Productions. So what's all this about? Towns on the Old West frontier are full of danger and adventure around every corner. The Frontier Town expansion allows players a deeper and richer town experience between adventures, adding exciting new types of towns to find, such as plague towns, outlaw towns or mutant towns, 6 all-new town locations to visit, such as the Street Market, Sheriff's Office, Indian Trading Post or Smuggler's Den, a new expanded travel chart and a deadly new ranged enemy, Bandits, for use both down in the mines as well as in town. With this expansion, heroes also have the opportunity to play out adventures in the Frontier Town itself, using the new Town Adventure board. Heroes can protect the townsfolk while battling demons in the streets, have a shootout with bandits trying to rob the local bank, or find themselves in a duel at high noon. With loads of new charts, cards, counters, missions, and the new bandit enemies, you'll never know what to expect when you ride into a frontier town in Shadows of Brimstone. So, as I say, this opens up visiting the town in between adventures and gives you much more to do. Loads of content which we'll go through in a moment. Just to say that you do need the core set to play this. Right. Let's get the shrink wrap off. The shrink wrap is off, so let's open the box. So here's the adventure book. Let's have a look at that. There we are. This comes in at 24 pages, full colour, glossy as always. So game contents, overview, different types of counters. There's a new gambling game you can play, Gallows, and now you can choose between small, medium and large towns, as well as the type of town it is, the speciality town types, prisoner, new side bag tokens and shootout markers. There's a daily event deck now. So this really opens up the town part of the game. Unwanted attention, expanded bounties. There's those speciality town types, each with their own rules and things that go on in those towns. Wanted. You can become wanted. Here's the Devil's Wheel, this new type of game you can play when you're gambling. All about the bandits. And this town adventure board, which we'll see in a moment. And this opens up the combat in this game. There are things like line of sight. So that should be interesting. Leaping about across the rooftops. New missions. So we'll quickly look at those. Shootout in the streets. Hanging high. Bank robbery. Town overrun by the demons. And a high noon duel solo. Here's the expanded travel hazards chart. This now goes up to 66. FAQ and clarifications and painting guide for the Bandits. And on the back here, just a reference to the new side bag tokens and the credits. Right. That's the adventure book. Next, we've got a couple of sheets of counters. Here's the first one. There's that Devil's game you can play. Here's a stagecoach. Again, nice thick counters that punch easily. There's the gallows and some horses here. Money bags. Unwanted attention. Hatchets. I think these are just town folk. Safe and the guy behind bars. Yeah, there we go. Here's the second sheet. And here are the types of stores and places in the towns. Unlike in the core game, that was printed on the sheet. Here we pick them randomly, so every town will be different. We've got some shootout tokens here, some more items, exotic herbs, spice, lantern oil, potions, tequila. There we are. Here's the actual mounted town map that you can use. Sorry about the glare, it's very shiny. And here I think is where all the sort of combat is going to take place. You can see here some windows and doors. So line of sight is going to be important in this one. So we'll be interested to see how that works out. Here's our 6 bandits. We'll have a look at those. Here we are. Not bad quality. Detail. So 6 of those with their bases. More painting. Some cards. Let's have a look at those. First up, we've got some reference cards for the new tokens. And instructions for the new mechanic shootout. And some daily events. So loads of those. Strange lights overhead. There we go. The Bandits may well belong to one of 5 infamous bandit gangs. We've got the Hitchcock gang. I won't pronounce that, but they're desperados. Death Dealers. Brimstone Devils. Fallen Angels. There we are. Some extra gear cards, which relate to the new tokens. You may become wanted. So we've got 3 of those. Or if you're really unlucky, most wanted. And then the threat cards. High, medium and low. So let's have a quick look at those. Here are the low ones. Yeah, these are the medium. Yeah. And these are the ones that are high. So that's the new cards. Here's the Bandit card telling you all their stats and their special abilities. The elite chart down here, and if you're feeling bonkers, here's the brutal side. And here are the special towns you can visit. We've got a river town with what goes on there. And on the other side, the daily events that can occur and the extra options. There's a plague town. Mutant town. Something in the water. Oh, spooky haunted town. Town ruins. So you can see it's really going to open up what happens every time you visit a town in between adventures. Rail town. Outlaw town. And lastly, a mining town. There we go. Here are the 3 sizes of frontier town you can visit. Here's the small one, and as you see they're blank. You're going to be drawing those big counters, tokens, randomly. So each town you visit, unless of course you make a note of it to return to that same town later on, everyone will be different. And on the other side, here's the medium frontier town, more places to visit. And here is the large frontier town with 8 different places. And on the back, we've got the expanded travel table. You decide which type of town you want to visit, small, medium or large, and then you roll to see what type of town it is. And down here is the town depth events. And lastly, we've got the player aids for all the different types of establishments you find in the towns. Here's one for the smuggler's den. So as before, rolling on the location event. And on the back, things you can get up to. So one for the smuggler's den, sheriff's office, street market, mutant quarter, gambling hall, Indian trading post, and the campsite. Lots more going on there. And on the back there, some new town rules. And that is everything. The box is empty. So this has been an Open the Box, an unboxing of an expansion that, while it isn't essential for you to play the game, a lot of people say that if you're going to get an expansion, get this one for Shadows of Brimstone. It is Frontier Town, And I tell you what, there's a ton of stuff in here which will expand your experiences when you visit towns in between your adventures. So, hope you enjoyed that and it was of interest. Another in the series of Not a Wargame Wednesday. If it was, and you did, and you haven't done so already, it would be great if you would think about subscribing to the channel. It does help. Also, a thing that helps greatly is you pushing the like button of the video. Leave a comment. Are you one of my Wargaming subscribers that play this game? Or have you come across this by accident because you normally play this type of game? Let me know. I love to read them. What do you think? Does it add more to the game? I'm looking at it and thinking, yeah, this probably will. But let me know. And thank you to my lovely subscribers. Thank you very much indeed. So there we go. I'll leave now and clip-clop out of town and hope to see you again very soon. So until then, as always, you take care and goodbye.